What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
That is what's known as being stunningly full of shit.
Okay, Jesse Ventura. This is the third time today somebody's told me how great he is. Listen here, fuckfaces, I'm about to destroy this asshole just for you. Because guess what? Those of us in the military hate assholes who play fucking G.I. Joe. So, I'm going to give you some background on this genetic anomaly. And personally, I think he took too many roids when he was wrestling. Alright, let's give you some background here. James George Janos, that's his real name, was born July 15th, 1951. Better known by his stage name, Jesse Ventura, is an American politician, actor, author, naval veteran, and former professional wrestler, took too many bumps to the head, who served as the 38th governor of Minnesota from 1999 to 2003. I guess Minnesota doesn't have anything against liars. He only lied about his military service. Born James George Janos, Ventura served as a U.S. Navy underwater demolition team member. Doesn't say Navy SEAL. That's 3 more weeks of training. At least 3 more weeks to even be thought of being selected. During the period of the Vietnam War, after leaving the military, he embarked on a professional wrestling career from 1975 to 1986, taking the ring name Jesse the Body Ventura. Too bad it wasn't Jesse the Brain Ventura. He had a long tenure in the World Wrestling Federation as a performer and color commentator, and was inducted into the Federation's Hall of Fame in 2004. Apart from wrestling, Ventura also pursued a film career, appearing in such films as Predator, where he got his ass kicked. Ventura first entered politics as the mayor of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, from 1991 to 1995. 4 years after his mayoral term ended, Ventura was the Reform Party candidate in Minnesota's gubernatorial election of 1998, running a low-budget campaign centered on grassroots events and unusual ads that urged citizens not to vote for politics as usual. Ventura's campaign was successful, with him narrowly and unexpectedly defeating both the Democratic and Republican candidates. The highest elected official to ever win an election on a Reform Party ticket, Ventura left the Reform Party a year after taking office, amid internal fights for control over the party. As governor, Ventura oversaw reforms in Minnesota's property tax as well as the state's first sales tax rebate. Other initiatives taken under Ventura include construction of the Metro Blue Line light rail in Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area and cuts in income taxes. Ventura left office in 2003, deciding not to run for re-election. After leaving office, Ventura became a visiting fellow at Harvard University's John F. Kennedy School of Government in 2004. He has since also hosted a number of television shows and has written several political books. Ventura remains politically active and currently hosts a show on Aura TV called Off the Grid, which nobody's fucking seen. He has publicly contemplated a run for president of the United States in 2016. I'm sure most of the liberals will vote for this idiot. Early life. Ventura was born James George Janos on July 15, 1951 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a son of George William Janos and his wife Bernice Martha Neylenz. Both of his parents were both World War II veterans. Ventura has an older brother who served in the Vietnam War. Weird, huh? See, they say the brother served in the Vietnam War. They still haven't said Ventura has. Ventura has described himself as Slavic, since his father's parents were from what is now Slovakia. His mother was of German descent. Ventura was raised as a Lutheran. He attended the Cooper Elementary School and graduated from Roosevelt High School in 1969. Ventura served in the United States Navy from December 1st, 1969 to September 10th, 1975, during the Vietnam War era. He graduated in Bud's Class 58 in December 1970 and was part of Underwater Demolition Team 12. Ventura has frequently referred to his military career in public statements and debates. He was criticized by hunters and conservationists for stating in an interview with the Minneapolis Star-Tribune in April 2001, "Until you've hunted men, you haven't hunted yet." In January 2002, Ventura, who never specifically stated whether he fought in Vietnam, disclosed that he had never seen combat. He was stationed at Subic Bay in the Philippines, and for this he received the Vietnam Service Medal, given to all military personnel who supported the war effort, even though stationed outside South Vietnam. Post-Navy, near the end of his service in the Navy, Ventura began to spend time with the Dago chapter of the Mongols Motorcycle Club in San Diego. He would ride onto Naval Base Coronado on his Harley-Davidson wearing his Mongol colors. According to Ventura, he was a full-patch member of the club and even third in command of his chapter. Yeah, he lied about fighting in Vietnam, but I'm going to take his word for that. But he never had any problems with the authorities. In the fall of 1974, Ventura left the bike club to return to the Twin Cities. Shortly after that, the Mongols entered into open warfare with their biker rivals, the Hells Angels. Ventura attended North Hennepin Community College in suburban Minneapolis in the mid-1970s. At the same time, he began weightlifting and wrestling. He was a bodyguard for the Rolling Stones for a time before he entered professional wrestling and changed his name to Jesse Ventura. Early career. He created the stage name Jesse the Body Ventura to go with the persona of a bullyish beach bodybuilder, picking the name Ventura from a map as part of the beach blonde from California gimmick. As a wrestler, Ventura performed as a heel and often used the motto, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Much of his flamboyant persona was adapted from superstar Billy Graham. When they say adapted, they mean he stole from him. A characteristic and popular performer during the 1970s and 1980s, years later a broadcaster, Ventura made a running joke out of it, claiming that Graham stole all of his ring attire ideas from him. Singles and tag team success in 1975, Ventura made his debut in the Central States. Who gives a shit? Do we really care about him? Huh? Let's get down to, let's see, litigation. Yeah, he sued, we know he sued WWF. He's pretty sue happy. He sued Chris Kyle. Here we go. Ventura served in the United States Navy from December 1st to 1969 to September 10th, 1975, during the Vietnam War era. He graduated in Buds Class 58 in December 1970 and was part of Underwater Demolition Team 12. Ventura was frequently referred to his military career in public statements and debates. He was criticized by hunters and conservationists for stating in an interview with the Minneapolis Star-Tribune in April 2001, "Until you've hunted men, you haven't hunted yet." Ventura continued to wrestle until September 1984, when blood clots in his lungs ended his in-ring career. He claimed that the blood clots were a result of his exposure to Agent Orange during his time in Vietnam. Give me a break, you fucking loser. You haven't ever hunted men. Stolen Valor shitbag. I'm sure the Vietnam veterans who actually suffered from Agent Orange would like to have a word with you. If my father was still alive, he died in 2001, he'd probably want to have a word with you. You fucking lowlife. Jesse Ventura admits no combat in Vietnam. Governor Jesse Ventura, who has used his military record to deflect criticism and bash foes, but has kept mostly mum on what he did during the Vietnam War, has disclosed for the first time that he did not see combat. To the best of my knowledge, I was never fired upon. Ventura said in the interview with the St. Paul Pioneer Press for an article published about his years as a Navy SEAL in the 1970s. Ventura has suggested in an interview with the Star-Tribune of Minneapolis last year that he had hunted men, but wouldn't give details, and he has steadfast refused to disclose much about his 2 overseas deployments, which totaled 17 months, saying his commanding officers gave their unit strict orders never to talk about what they had seen or done. Ventura had never specifically claimed to have fought in Vietnam. Based at Subic Bay in the Philippines, when he was still known as James Janos, Ventura earned the Vietnam Service Medal. It was awarded to 3 million servicemen and servicewomen who were in Vietnam, in surrounding countries, or on ships off the coast. Fucking shitbag. Jesse the Body Ventura, a stolen valor piece of shit.